I'm just worn out. By my life, I swear, I will never abandon my complaint. I will speak out in my soul's bitterness. I will say to God, don't condemn me. Tell me why you are contending with me. Do you gain some advantage from oppressing, from spurning what your own hands made, from shining on the schemes of the wicked? Do you have eyes, flesh? Do you see as humans see? Are your days like the days of mortals? Are your years like human years? That you have to seek my guilt, search out my sin? You know that you know that I won't be condemned. Yet no one can rescue me from your power. Your own hands shape me. They made me. So why do you turn and destroy me? Please remember that you made me like clay. You will return me to dust. Don't you pour me out like milk, then let me thicken like cheese? You clothe me with skin and flesh. You knit me together with bones and sinews. You granted me life and grace. Your careful attention preserved my spirit. Yet you hid these things in your heart. I know what your secret purpose was, to watch until I would sin, and then not absolve me of my guilt. If I am wicked, woe to me. But if righteous, I still don't dare raise my head, because I'm so filled with shame, so soaked in my misery. You rise up to hunt me like a lion, and you keep treating me in such peculiar ways. You keep producing fresh witnesses against me. Your anger against me keeps growing. Your troops assail me, wave after me. Why did you bring me out of the womb? I wish I had died there so no eye could see me. I would have been as if I would never existed. I would have been carried from my womb to grave. Aren't my days few? So stop. Leave me alone so I can cheer up a little, because I go to the place of no return, to the land of darkness and death-dark gloom, a land of gloom like darkness itself, a dense darkness and an utter disorder, where even the light is dark. Next to Zophar and Naamati spoke up. Shouldn't this torrent of words be answered? Does talking a lot make a person right? Is your babble supposed to put others to silence? When you mock, is no one to make you ashamed? You claim that your teaching is pure. You tell God, I am clean in your sight. I wish that God would speak, would open his mouth to answer you, would tell you the secrets of wisdom, which is worth twice as much as common sense. Understand that God is demanding of you less than your guilt deserves. Can you penetrate God's depths? Can you find out Shaddai's limits? Theirs are high as heaven. What can you do? They're deeper than Sheol. What can you know? Their extent is longer than earth, the broader and broader than the sea. If he passes through, puts in prison, and assembles for judgment, who can prevent him? For he knows when the people are worthless. So if he sees iniquity, won't he look into it? An empty man can gain understanding, even if he was born like a wild donkey. If you can set your heart right, if you will spread out your hands toward him, if you will put your iniquity at a distance and not let unrighteousness remain in your tents, then when you lift up your face, there will be no defect. You will be firm and free from fear. For you will forget your misery. You'll remember it like a flood that passes through long ago. Your life will be brighter than noon. Even its darkness will be like morning. You will be confident because there is hope. You will look around you and lie down secure. You will rest, and no one will make you afraid. Many will seek your favor, but the eyes of the wicked will fail to find comfort. They will find no way of escape. Their hope will turn to complete disappointment. Iyov responded, No doubt you are the only people that matter, and when you die, so will wisdom. But I too have a brain, as much as you. In no way am I inferior to you. Besides, who doesn't know things like this? Anyone who calls on God and he answers him becomes a laughingstock to his friends. They make fun of an innocent, blameless man. Those at ease and have content for misfortune but the blow that strikes somebody already staggering. The tents of robbers prosper. The homes of those who anger God are secure, those who carry their gods in their hands. But ask animals, they will teach you. And the birds of the air, they will tell you. Or speak of the earth, it will teach you. And the fish of the sea will inform you. Every one of them knows the hand of Adonai has done. The hand is the life of every living thing, and the spirit of every human being. Shouldn't the ear test words, just as the palate tastes food? Is wisdom only with aged men, discernment only with long life? With God are wisdom and power. He has good counsel and understanding. When he breaks something down, it can't be rebuilt. When he imprisons someone, he can't be released. When he holds back water, there is a drought. When he sends it out, it overruns the land. With him are strength and common sense. Both the misled and those who mislead are his. He leads counselors away captive. He makes fools of judges. He removes authority from kings, then binds them up as prisoners. He leads Kohanim away captive and overthrows those long in power. Those who are trusted he deprives of speech, and he removes the discernment of the aged. He pours contempt on princes and loosens the belt of the strong. He discloses the deepest recess of darkness and brings light into the shadow of the dark of death. He makes nations great and destroys them. He enlarges nations, then leads them away. He removes understanding from a country's leaders and makes them wander in trackless deserts. They grope in unlit darkness. He makes them stagger like drunks.